Earlier this month, one person died and several people were shot in an early morning gunfight along Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls.
Then last week, 3 people were shot and killed in a small town of Scotland, South Dakota. KELOLAND's Angela Kennedy sat down with a mother mourning the loss of her 17-year-old son to gun violence back in 2017.
He was just a lovable kid, just vibrant, everything just lit up about him.
Riley Stonehouse was an athlete who started hanging out with the wrong crowd.
The other suspect in the case had set up a drug deal, and they were picked up at his house by Dylan Holler, and they went to the party where the drug dealer was.
Toxicology reports showed that Riley hadn't used any drugs that August night, but he was still in danger.
Dylan Holler stole a gun from an open vehicle, mind you, at an apartment complex on the Saturday before. It was loaded, everything.
Holler pistol whipped someone else in the vehicle when the gun went off, with the bullet hitting Riley. Susie got the call that her son was taken to the hospital.
I needed to see him. That was the hardest part for me. I needed to see him. I didn't get to see him till 15 hours later on a stretcher in the hospital gown at Heritage Funeral Home.
Riley is now on the National Gun Violence Memorial website, which lists 89,242 gun violence victims. Susie believes that if Holler didn't have access to a gun, her son would still be alive.
And this guy, and I hope he lives with it the rest of his life, that Dylan Holler stole the gun from. Why do you have it in your car in an apartment complex? Why didn't you have it in your apartment with you?
Susie says her son's future was snuffed out in a moment. He was thinking of joining the Army.
The what could be's, what could have been. That's what's hard.
All because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time?
Yeah. Yep. I always told my kids about who you hang around with, and it was in this situation.
Dylan Holler pleaded guilty to first-degree manslaughter and received a 40-year sentence.
First-degree manslaughter is committed during another felony without intent to kill. It can carry a maximum sentence of life without parole. We're taking a closer look at the wide range of sentences for first-degree manslaughter in South Dakota, even in some cases for the very same crime, and why efforts to reform sentencing for this kind of crime have failed. In our KELOLAND News investigation, Manslaughter, Unequal Time, tonight at 10.